Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl Sunshine Monet L. Today is 12/23, 23/8.
Is it?
Yeah, are we on 23?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 23rd.
Can I have a snack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so today is the day. We in the third decade of the month. This is the decade of creation and, expression and understanding the Bina energy. We're in a Saturn realm of things. For every action, there's an equal opposite action, and we're putting things into our space. We are on a day of 2-3, finding balance, harmony, and justice on the threes on our space of understanding. Today is a day of 5. It's a great day for my 5 people, whether you're born 5, 14, 23. These are the days for you guys, all right? For my 5 birthers. So on this day, you're enforcing. So as you find the balance and the harmony and the justice and the truth and the righteousness and what you're standing under and what you're expressing in things, of course, you want to be the celestial enforcer and really enforce those things in your space. 5 also deals with Leo energy. This is having the confidence and courageousness. Now you're dealing with Tippereth, which is your heart and your son. This is how you exuberate, put yourself out there. So we are defending the things, that we want to stand under and we want to express in our space. So we're going to take that celestial enforcer energy of 5 and we're going to put it into the month of understanding. This is the month of knowledge and wisdom that brings us to understanding. This is where we, get our downloads from the Ketters. We're in the dark, deep soils. We got to experience the darkest night of the year. We're still in the winter solstice energy up until tomorrow at midnight. And, we love it here. So we're going to take that 5 of enforcer. We're going to put it into that 3 of understanding and expression and creation. And then we're going to bring us to 8, which is the celestial technicians, labeling things, classifying things, specifying things, as well as transformations, building and destroying, right? Ruling over the marketplace, the elders and the witches is really heavy here. So we're going to take this 8 of transformation, building and destroying, and we're going to put it into the year of 8. So we get 2 8s today. We move in gratitude. Today is a heavy day for transformation. Today is a heavy day for the pendulum swinging and classifying things and labeling things, organizing things in your space, removing things out of your space, adding things to your space. We move in divine gratitude for the ability to be able to do that. So it brings us to 1 and 6, because when we're doing all this, we're applicating that knowledge that we now have to our health, wellness, daily routine. 6 also deals with Tippereth energy. Once again, we're coming right back to the heart. Everybody, keep your heart as light as a feather on these next few days. This will do well for you under winter solstice, especially as you are setting your intentions for what it is that you want to see springing and sprunging when we get to Aries energy. For those of you guys who are more so focused on the natural, calendar of things. Now, for those of you guys who are still playing the fiscal game, the money game, yes, still keep your heart as light as a feather, because when we hit this fiscal new year, you'll be in the 2025, which is wisdom in our cipher, wisdom in our power in our truth, wisdom and the power of our truth, right? And so that 2-5 come together, because usually we write 1-1-2-5, so that 2-5 is wisdom and the power of our truth, which is 7. It brings us to God. Put more wisdom to it with the 2-0 in the front of it, and that's going to bring us to our sense of foundation and completion. Yesod, Cancer energy, focusing on the divine womb, sacral chakra energy, joy, abundance, happiness, and it'll all be in alignment with the fiscal, materialistic, man-made capitalism, consumerism things that you are trying to manifest in your space. I want a house, I want a car, I want a better job, I want bigger paychecks, I want nicer clothes, I want to go on trips, That is all in alignment with the cycle of the fiscal thing, because those are fiscal obtained things. You don't, you obtain them with your spirit, saying things with your mind and your heart. But remember that it's the fiscal world that you are asking for abundance in. So be in alignment with the fiscal calendar and the nature of the monies when you are attracting those things. And that's just me telling y'all, for some people, as soon as people learn about certain things, that do away with the Gregorian calendar. But the calendar is in alignment with the spell and the magic and the cycles and stuff that's needed for y'all to manifest the power and the money. First you get the power, then you get the money, then you get the respect. I don't know why that came to my head, but it did. Shouts to Lil' Kim. So today is the day of 7. Today is the day of God. Today is the day of, keeping your heart as light as a feather. The Maya scales are here. This is Libra energy, law, justice, truth, and righteousness. Working on your interpersonal relationships, your bonds, and your contracts is very heavy here. Some of you, I want to be in love. Me too. Business ventures is very heavy here. Having energy exchanges, working on your intellect, because this is also an energy of swords, and swords is all about intellect and knowledge and news and stuff like that. So now that we know that we are in a day of 7, we are in that Nitzok victory, which is the celestial like the celestial designers designing the pretty things in your space as well. Let's talk about what's astronomically happening. We started the day off with a 47% waning crescent moon. So yesterday we had like the last quarter moon or whatever. So we've moved from gibbous, the tangible things, to crescent, which is the intangible things. So now we're cleaning up the intangible things out of our space: mindset, heart set, behaviors, feelings, thoughts, all that stuff like that. We're cleaning that. Moon rising at 12:13 a.m. and setting at 12:07 p.m. Now in our thought process, we're on the Libra, so we are in the 7 on our mindset. We started the day off at a 4 degree, so finding balance, stability, being reliable and dependable when it comes to keeping the heart light as a feather, as well as in your interpersonal relationships, heavy here. Libra is also in alignment with the draconic chart, so our thought process is in alignment with our spiritual experience. Now in our energy exchanges and the happenings, the moon is sitting over there in Virgo, so having the introspect and the experiences of paying attention to the details, the celestial energy, more so in the 1 and 6 I was telling you about before we even got to the 7. That's heavy there. We're still in the Uttara Falguni, which goes on until 10 degree Virgo. So as the day goes on, we'll end up ending in the Hasta Nakshatra, which I'll talk to later about you guys. I'll talk about that tomorrow, because we'll be starting tomorrow off with that. But we started off today with the Uttara Falguni, which is what we started off with yesterday, which is from 26 degree Leo to 10 degree Virgo. This is the 12th lunar mansion. It's identified by Alpha Leonis, which is the regular star in the Leo constellation. It's represented by the bed or the hammock to represent comfort. People see Maloof or indecisive, amplify with intuition and insight. It's represented by the sun, because the sun and Leo go hand in hand. Bliss in your heart, keeping your heart as light as feathers. Key here, don't forget, giving prosperity through union, that Libra energy. The deity is Shiva, which is the supreme god of destruction. Don't forget, we are still in the energy of Isis, which is the goddess of nature. Being in union, being a part of a team, being a collective is very heavy here. Let's keep going. The sunrise today at 7:19 a.m. and setting at 4:38 p.m. We started the day off in our tropical chart at a 1 degree Capricorn energy, which is, we like it here with being in the Capricorn vibes. Now our mindset is on how the seeds that we put into the cosmic soil is going to start taking root. What kind of challenges are going to come? What are we standing under? What is the seed standing under? What's the DNA code? What are you trying to create? What I'm saying? Now in the energy exchanges, our sun is giving us the experience of 6 degree Sagittarius. Today's the day of 6, right? Today's the day of 7. We started with the 1-6 that made the 7, but today's, having that 6 in there, focus on the health, wellness, daily routine, and being optimistic about it, being abundant, saying, hey, what I implement in my daily routine should make me joy, should give me joy, be able to tap into my creative self, my divine womb in some type of way, shape, or form. It should be philanthropic, giving to others. We want more philanthropic experiences. So you'll see a lot more of that happening, a lot more people giving and opening and stuff like that. Of course, Christmas right around the corner, New Year's is underway, so this is what it feels like to be in the Sagittarius constellation. The Comete Berenices meteor shower reaches the end of activity today. That was located at the head of the Leo constellation. So we've been absorbing all of that royal energy lately. The Ursids also reached their max activity today. They move at 10 an hour, and they're below the Ursa Minor constellation, which is the Little Bear constellation in our space and time. And that's pretty much what I got for you today. Just to remind you that the moon loves you. The moon loves you, right? We still have Mercury over there at dichotomy doing its own thing. So remember to use Mercury in the space and time while you're, manifesting the things that you want in your space. We still have Lilith from Virgo, opposite Chiron and Pisces, as well as the North and South node in those spaces as well. So being primordial, tapping in your primordial self, in your comfort self, rebelling against, the education system, mentally what we've been taught, how our minds have been shaped, what we do in a daily routine, and moving. And as we move towards Chiron and Pisces, we're, removing the wounds, because a lot of those wounds were delusions and illusions that were given to us. All right. So that's a really heavy one, y'all. Also to remind you guys that Mercury is in Scorpio in the 3rd house, Saturn is in Aquarius in the 6th house. house. Jupiter's in Taurus in the 9th house, and there's no celestial body in the 12th house, but it is in Leo. So that is the cross that we have on the 3, 6, 9, and 12 for my creators and my manifestors out there. And that's what I got for you today, my cosmic nobody's. If you would like a personal reading, reach out to your girl. I'm here. If you would like a custom made jewelry or some jewelry that I already have in my inventory, I am also here. And I love you so much. Peace, y'all.